This was the first painting in this series that I did that was full color. It was black and white, or really simple green lines until this one. And as I was spending days and days out there working, the color became so incredible that it's almost like I was forced to start using color again. And I remember this one, it was just a simple combo. There's really three colors involved: ultramarine blue, Naples yellow, chromium oxide green, and then just a little bit of burnt sienna for these couple little moments there. And so this painting is really a simple equation, so to speak. It's just those 3 or 4 elements, and then just improvising using those 4 notes, you could say. When I look at a good painting, I feel more alive, and it increases the level of life I have in me. So I think that's where painting's at, and what it has to offer people. For some reason, I've never painted myself into a painting quite like this, I think, but I felt like I wanted to, I don't know, in a way document what I was doing. Yeah, and this hilltop that I go to, these are all made on this one hilltop. And it's just the idea of you turn your head this way, and there's another painting, you turn your head this way, there's another painting. And then added to that, just turning of the head, is the change of the seasons. So I store all these paintings, these canvases right here in this place, in the shack. So actually, to make this painting, I used binoculars so that I could see this stuff that was super far away. That's one of the challenges, actually, of being a painter, is trying to figure out when you're not painting pure abstraction, but you're painting an image of something you see, how do you make that thing not look like it's far away? So there's space between you and it, but you feel, you identify with it. That's another way to say it. You know, to say that you identify with something means that you feel like you yourself are right here, but you're also over there with that thing. I just psychologically wanted this bigger thing to work on that I could really sink my teeth into. With these ones, I pull them out onto the hillside, and I bring them out for, let's say, 5 or 6 hours and work on them. And then I get to return to them again and again and again. And they might take me like 30 settings or something. I was overwhelmed with the landscape, so I needed to limit what I was working with. So I started this painting, and this was in January I started it, up on the hill. And I used just black oil paint to make it, with a long brush, with a small brush attached to a long stick, so I could stand back about here, and is on legs, wooden legs, lifted up a little bit. You know, when I'm looking at a painting in a museum, I see this experience that I've never seen before, and it feels real and authentic, and it's unlike anything I've ever personally experienced. So I'm thinking just in the language of line, and you know, that's not an underpainting. It's not a sketch. It's a full painting, but using the language of line, and a limited language of line, which is just Mars black, maybe mixed with a little bit of titanium buff, and maybe a little bit of raw umber in there to lean the color a little bit warm. So it's slightly warm, cool, warm, for this, you know, linear song about the experience of this hillside in December through January. By looking at it, you become more alive. Scattered around the landscape, you know, you have these buttes that they become a little too hard to farm, so they're left pretty untouched. There's boulders on top and native plants that are still kicking around there. And the color of the spring started to make its way into the paintings too. I still wanted to work in that language of line only, but then, that's when I moved on to this one. So I would use a little bit of Naples yellow or a little titanium buff white to kind of erase out things, paint over it, erase out, and then keep working on it. And those erase marks and a little bit of color added to it, all that becomes part of the dialogue of the painting. So it's not like a thing to really worry about, fuss about editing out or trying to make it perfectly white or something. It's more like just being with it and getting to enjoy the experience of being in the landscape and feeling connected to it. I think painting's a way to become more integrated into a place, or feel like you're got grounding, or like you belong to it. I'm not thinking about how people will experience these when I'm making them, but I've seen enough paintings that had profound meaning for me. That's what got me started painting, was seeing paintings in real life. Van Gogh and Gauguin and Cézanne paintings at the Musée d'Orsay in Paris. I saw them in person, and they just meant everything to me. So when I'm making paintings, I'm trusting that the art of painting is going to be meaningful to somebody. If I can figure out a way to be faithful to that tradition of what painting is, just the tradition of composing. So this was made just looking a different direction from this last painting. So instead of looking this way, I've turned and looked this way. And this was made in as summer months were coming and there was clear blue skies, the blue skies created direct sunlight and patterns of shadows on the hillside. So I didn't feel a need for color, but I just wanted to explore the patterns of light and dark. I called this painting Integrity. And as I was making this, it felt like this is what it means to be integrated into this landscape. And also it felt like there's a certain drama to this, maybe chiaroscuro, kind of light and dark, a bit of a emotional drama to it of, there's all these various conflicts and challenges, and maintaining integrity amidst the things that are going on in life. I think this is a statement that says, yeah, I can do it. I'm painting about the feeling connected to a place. Yeah. Maybe it's the color. You could say the color and the light is what's hooked me the whole time, but I don't know. It's more about just feeling like you're spiritually tied to a place, and the place feels like it's me. Like I'm here, but I'm out there too. Odd fellow over here in this part of this vast landscape, doing this thing he wants to do for whatever reason.